So I did say in my preview that was going to be a low scoring and tight game. That's exactly what happened, and because it was 0-0 for so long, if any team was going to score a goal they were going to win it, and that's what happened. 1-0 to Man United. I'll get into details in the goals in a bit, but that was our second defeat in 4 days. I still think they were unrelated, don't get me wrong, but you know, still team morale wise it's not good. Anyways, we need to pick ourselves up from that and focus on Real Madrid next week. Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's get into the Man United review. So let's start with the lineup. I honestly don't even know why I bother nowadays because I'm never going to get it right. Poch always surprises us somehow. Anyways, we knew Kane was out. That was a given. So Son up front. But then the back three, Sanchez wasn't in there. Why? Anyways, Dyer started and he actually looked good in the back three. I think he had a good game overall, except for that one mistake which led to their goal. But I will get into that in a minute. So we had the back three, Toby, I almost said Sanchez, I'm sorry there, Dyer and Vertonghen, Aurier on the right as I predicted, and then Davies, who made his 100th appearance for Spurs, on the left. Now I said Dembele was probably a little bit more optimistic for him coming to start this game after his play 20 minutes against West Ham. He was on the bench and he did come on later on, which was good. So Winks started with Eriksen in a deeper role and we had Sissoko, Son and Dele up front. So Man United started fast and they put us under a lot of pressure. So much so that in the first 10 minutes we hardly saw the ball. Thereafter we gradually grew into the game and we actually gained majority of possession. So possibly the best chance came around the half-hour mark when De Gea dropped the ball after Jones bumped into him. Dele was fastest to react and he kicked the ball out to Sissoko at the edge of the box. Unfortunately, he blasted it wide. But he did have a chance earlier on which hit the target. It was just a long-range effort and it was an easy save for De Gea. Then we had a couple of chances from corners. Dele's strong header got blocked and Dyer was unable to get any power in his shot. So we went into half-time 0-0. Now, we didn't really test De Gea, but they also didn't really test Lloris. There was just a Rashford free kick early on, which was probably going wide, but Hugo made sure that it was never going to go in the goal. So no changes at half-time, but the second half started very similarly to the first half in terms of the fact that United have most of the ball and they put us under a lot of pressure. In fact, Davies, with some great defending, had to bail out Lloris around 55 minutes. So Poch changed things on the hour. He took off Son and Sissoko and brought on Llorente and Dembele. Now Dembele was a great idea because, as I said, Man United had most of the possession, so we needed to win the midfield back, and who else better to do that than Dembele? And gradually the game started to stretch, more end-to-end stuff and more chances were created. There was a strong hand needed from Lloris to deny Lukaku, and then there was a brilliant chance for us, a lovely move from Spurs. Eriksen set up Dele, who just failed to hit the target from 6 yards out. I really thought that was going to go in the back of the net. And then Lukaku hit the post with a header following a Lingard cross. And then on 80 minutes, after soaking up all the pressure and a simple long ball flicked on by Lukaku, Martial running behind Dyer with Vertonghen maybe out of position, they scored and they went up 1-0. So it was a tactical game that I predicted in my preview, and for most parts we held our own. Apart from those opening minutes on both halves, I don't really think United threatened us that much. And you just got to imagine what would have happened if Kane would have been there. We could have been the first team to score at Old Trafford this season. So Son couldn't really hold up the ball, and Llorente didn't offer much in those 30 minutes he was on the pitch for. In all honesty though, we didn't really test De Gea that much. A few shots in the first half, really tame ones from long distance, or they weren't even on target. And then in the second half, that chance I highlighted was probably the best one, that Dele Alli chance. Unfortunately, it wasn't on target. So it always seemed like one goal was going to win this game. You just would have hoped it was going to be us. So who was your man of the match? Let me know in the comments down below. I was just thinking, I'm not going to choose a defender. Our fullbacks didn't really do that much going forward. Davies defended well for that one chance, I said. Not exactly a man of the match performance though. Forwards, again, Son, no. Eriksen could have done probably better, so could have Dele, Sissoko as well. So I guess everything put together, I'm going to choose Winks because he was probably one of our more positive players on the pitch today. As usual, very forward thinking. He's looked good this season, probably faded a little bit towards the end, but I think out of all the players, I would choose him as our Spurs man of the match. So yeah, please let me know who yours was in the comments down below. So that's football for you, full of highs and lows. We'll have the good weeks or the great weeks where we beat Bournemouth 1-0, then we went to Madrid away and drew 1-1, and we beat Liverpool 4-1. Then you'll have your bad weeks where you lose to West Ham and you lose to Man United. What can you do about it? You just have to pick yourself up, focus on the next game. Our next game is the home fixture against Madrid in the Champions League. I'm really looking forward to that, I must say. I think it's exciting, it's good. I'm going to go to the game. Let me know if you're going as well. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and you would like to see more Spurs related content from me. Check out my social media handles in the description box down below. Hopefully I will see you in the future. And come on you Spurs!